welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. So as you can tell from what's behind me, I have moved again this year. So I have moved out of my university accommodation and now I'm living in Brighton. So I went to my home church in the morning, then I had lunch and came straight to bed and unpacked and then had some dinner so that I could then go to the evening service at my church in Brighton. So I went to the service and I'm not gonna lie, I was a few minutes late because I didn't check on the time and I was busy unpacking, and so I just caught the last 2 songs of worship and then sat down, listened to the preach, which was really good, and then it got to the point of the service just as it was about to close where we had the last few worship songs and someone came to the front and asked if anyone would like some prayer, that they should come to the front and people will pray for them during the last few songs. And I was just kind of standing there like, I should be prayed for because I have been so busy. I need prayer, asking God to help me rest. As you know, I went on a camping trip with the Christian Union, then I came back for a day, but I didn't rest. I had to pack to then go on a family holiday for another week, and then straight after that, I pretty much moved here. It wasn't the best of days to move in because on that day, it was 10 years since my dad had passed away. So I guess I was just trying to keep busy just to stop myself from feeling all the emotions, because to be honest I didn't even know how to feel because it was just one of those weird kind of days where you want to go on as if it's an ordinary day when actually it doesn't feel that way. And so it got to the point where at church I went up to the pastor of the church and asked him for prayer after the service, just so that we could get some privacy. But by the time I got to him, the lights of the church began to dim down, just to hint for everyone to leave so that they could lock up the church. So I stayed there for like another hour after the service just to try and talk to the pastor. So I explained my situation to him and he was like, okay, let me just get my wife and both of us can pray for you in the back of the church, where there was like some kind of little cafe. And so he got his wife and then we went into the back of the church whilst people were locking up the front of the church, and we just sat there. He explained to his wife what I needed prayer for and we just sat there and prayed. And some of the things that stood out to me whilst we were praying was when he mentioned the verse, "Blessed are those who mourn." And then a few moments later, his wife said that she got an image of the tortoise and the hare, and how sometimes I can be the hare, just keeping busy, thinking that if I keep going, then that will be better for me. But actually I need to be the tortoise, I need to slow down, I need to be still and know that God is there and that I need to rest in his presence, because that's the better way to move on. Because sometimes constantly keeping busy does not help, because how are you going to deal with it if you're just busy all the time? So I just thought I would share that with you guys, because maybe you guys are going through a similar thing, or just something that I have mentioned about being busy but actually we need to be still. Maybe that has inspired you in some way in a different area of your life. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing, because as soon as I began to walk back home from the bus stop, I literally burst out in tears and I was just singing some songs to myself. I was singing "Peace Be Still" and I was also singing some of the lyrics from the song that I wrote and that I put on my YouTube channel. So when I began to sing some of the lyrics from my song, I realised that even though I made the song to bless others, in that moment it blessed me, because it made me realise that I wrote it to tell people to learn to rest in God's presence. Yeah, I need to do the exact same thing. And just the fact that God knows me by name and that He is there, He takes away the fear, and that's enough for me. And I realised it more and more in that exact moment, and that just made me burst out in tears even more because I was just so thankful. So yeah, I came home and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and get ready for bed because it was quite late at this point. And God was like, no, you are going to get through the front door and you are going to sit on the front step of the stairs and you are just going to be still. You're not even going to go up to your bedroom to be still. You're going to be still right here in this hallway. And I just prayed and sung some songs to myself. Like I said in the last video about preaching to yourself. And in that moment, I just rested in God's presence, acknowledged Him, acknowledged what He had done and what He has continued to do in my life. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with you guys, and on that note, I will see you guys on the next video.